to be microed away, otherwise it will just fall every time.
Yep.
Can't really keep it in there, attacking the Ember.
No-Tail's doing a good job of, he's even using cold feet on the boar and then just using his chill and touch. He actually gets a kill on it there, and it's a significant amount of experience, and they've gotten pulls already down bottom too, so you see their lane is at least getting a lot of XP. As
mid lane. I mean, I said I thought it'd be even, but Quakefer turning up big time.
This looks like, I guess it's more of also a kill skill build, right? Because he has the cold feet level 2.
Works,
so cold feet plus chain, so I guess that's how they're going to try to set up kills rather than using that flame guard.
I mean, here we have it. You know, the Beastmaster, Boxy steps forward. They throw it down. Cold Feet is going to proc, but he has the Ink Swell on him. The stun will connect on Sumail, but Boxy, he'll fall. Sumail also getting very, very low himself. Insania's trying to finish him off. He's juking through the trees, but indeed the ball vision will allow Insania to set up and get the kill. At the same time, up top, Liquid were also able to make moves in onto Seb. And I think that is so for sure a little bit of a worry for OG. Is their lineup definitely requiring momentum? I mean, any lineup that sort of built around a mid dazzle is going to need it. Insania, he'll dodge the cold feet. Boxy's going to try and find a kill in return. He's on top of No-Tail with the Ink Swell stun. The ball slowing him as well as Boxy doesn't want to dive too far. The tower starts to hit on him and he backs away, and indeed he's in trouble. Sumail chains connection, cuts him out with a sleight of fist. So whereas the other two lanes may have seen some fortune for Liquid, this bottom lane, OG cleaning up both of them.
I think Boxy just playing his hand a little bit too much there, just playing too far forward.
Top lane, Seb's in trouble again. They're slowing him down. TP's come in, but he's already been burst slow by the Boundless Strike. Seb will fall. McKay getting a second kill up here on this top lane. Yeah, it's a real rough area for Seb to be in.
Quakefer now will back up and go for that bottle. So he will now have that room control as we were talking about earlier.
Bottom lane.
On top of that stats. And he's making a move. He's actually keeping bottom.
Well, yeah, Boxy, he's already gone down. They are going to try and find a kill in return. As you say, with these TPs, they can get revenge. They roll in onto Sumail. They'll get both of them. No-Tail is surrounded. Quakefer getting the double.
Oh, he tried to time-lapse back to mid, I think.
Yeah, very, very nice move there from Quakefer in the backup to ensure that really Sumail doesn't get too far out of control, because you know, Sumail, he's playing the lane really nicely. We're seeing each time they... Yeah,
mid lane, mid one looks like he's about to get chased. In fact, he does hit level 7, so he has Grave now available.
He's not even going to use it. Not even going to use it. A little surprising. He had a lot of mana. I mean, he would put that down to ping, I'm sure. Monkey King and Weaver on Liquid's half going to have a very good beginning to this game. And it'll be hard for mid one. Another trade where Liquid, they're getting the kills. Quakefer continues to be incredibly slippery. They really struggle to hold him down, and now back towards mid. They're in on mid one, of course. Grave still on cooldown after using it to save Seb. He's got no way to keep himself alive this time. Liquid bullying both the mid lane and the top lane.
I think those last few moments were like the dream for the offlaners. Both of them have recovered a lot. We saw Boxy pushing bottom, Seb pushing top, as you were mentioning. But Liquid were good about dictating the pace still with their very mobile heroes. This Monkey King and Weaver, you see they're not letting down. They're looking to just keep trying to fight. OG responding.
Did an excellent job of getting the catches. Indeed, the smoke up the two of them, Insania and Quakefer, as they look to reposition. Maybe looking towards this kill on the mid lane. We'll see how safe mid one plays it.
They want to try to get some more tower up pressure because they haven't even really hit this one. Now for mid one.
That's the brutal combo there, the silence into the stun. There's no chance for a Grave. Sumail will be able to find the grab onto Tiger as he dives under the tower. So a trade is found. OG seeing if they can push in for more. Sumail, he's got the slight chains combo, ready to go again. Gets the connection onto Insania. Another setup from Sumail. The Ice Blast flies through. Insania will die. Double buyback coming out from Liquid as they look to turn. They'll find Saxa with the Roar. It is just the Rubik, though. Ideally, with this 2 buybacks, they need to find something more out of this. But I don't think they will unless Mickey can find some sort of connection. He's there with the wraparound. Goes for the stun onto Sumail, but Sumail, he's already picked up the Arcane Rune. He's got enough mana to jump out with the Remnant. Sumail is fine. Tiger going in with a deep snowball move here. He's now starting to tick down low. Another Remnant in. Already he falls. OG No-Tail had the damage. And, I mean, that was a dieback from the Tusk. The 2 buybacks there from Liquid. I imagine maybe, well, obviously you want the Ink Swell maxed out. I guess maybe he just favors having more damage from the Stroke of Fate to deal with the low-level Flame Guard. But, I mean, even then it's just a low-level Seb. All right, they'll take it. Boxy's in with the Roar. Seb surrounded and instantly walks into his death. Liquid, they're going to start hunting for more in the trees. They'll finally catch on an Hotel with the shards. Already Mickey starting to play around with Mid-1 as Liquid. They've caught OG very broken up, and they're going to get the kills because of this. Mid-1, he'll slowly but surely fall. The Grave will only buy him some time. Boxy's the one to claim the triple kill, as OG, they just were not ready for that.
That was like the most perfect smoke ever. They literally caught Seb as he gets his Atos TPing in. He just gets instantly killed. Now Saksa has Shikuchi, but he's likely to go down too.
Shots are on point from Tiger. Saksa cannot get out in time. So 4 heroes, one after another, dying on OG. Quake for a little more prepared to fight now that he has the Diffusal Blade complete. So certainly amping up his power. And this
he's
top
so
lane,
good versus these supports. Like the Rubik is a little annoying for him, but he's amazing versus AA.
He's keeping himself hidden for now. They do manage to catch Samel there. They were setting up the 3 of them top. Liquid are likely to be low on numbers down here, and indeed it is just Boxy, but Boxy's keeping himself hidden, staying in the trees. No TP for 30 seconds, so this will be a bit of time where Boxy is forced out of the map, and so having to sit AFK.
Foxy left his courier in the lane as well, gets it killed. He also gave both kills on his Necro books, and
and he's going to show, because he's going to try for No-Tail, but No-Tail's got back up with him. A bit of an ambitious attempt there from Boxy with the Roar. No-Tail's going to be saved by the Grave, and Boxy's going to die for that attempt. Seb does get low to Tiger and Insania, but there's no further follow-up from the 2 of them. Mickey, does he want to commit to try and finish this kill? He's revving up the ultimate. The Soulbind's out. They'll lay him down with a Boundless Strike. Seb's getting low. They'll get the kill. It's a double for Mickey. Over to Mid-1 they go in with the Snowball, cancelling the TP. They'll get a 3rd kill. Liquid will manage to get out on top of that trade. They do end up losing Tiger at the end of it all to the Poison Touch. Him and Insania sat behind the tower. Boxy prepared to sort of intervene from the back lines. But already OG seem a little spooked. They know that Liquid's starting to build the numbers up, and they begin the retreat. Seb's going to be the one left behind. Boxy leads in with a Roar. Seb's relatively tanky. Tiger's going to roll across. Can they burst him down? They're bringing him low. Seb's still alive. Finally falls. The Boundless Strike from Mickey comes out as after cleaning up Samel, he's ready to move over, join the rest of Liquid to finish off the remainder of OG. Saxon tries for the TP, but Quakefa finds him with the Shikuchi. Only Mid-1 able to get out alive. Everybody else dies.
So you're gonna see double roars coming into play very soon from Liquid constantly. This is looking really problematic for OG. I don't really know how they're gonna be able to respond for this, but it's gonna have to be some miraculous fight.
They're going to try and have a bit of a poke onto Mickey. They do manage to bring him down. Yeah, Mickey just caught on the front. The rest of Liquid already bailing. They're out of there. And maybe Samel could try and hunt for more. He's moving in with the Remnant. Tries to find someone with a slight change, but all he gets is half of the Beastmaster's army that Liquid can offer, other than the Snowball. And a lot of the time, that can only be a temporary measure of safety as you end up getting rolled into the enemy team.
And you can't save versus pit because you can't actually like blink into the pit and snowball because you're rooted. Yeah. So it's one of those really hard ones to actually try to protect. As Insania, he's also getting found out here.
Liquid just getting caught sort of separate.
He went for the risky item build with the Desolator, so I mean OG just capitalizes on it massively. Now they're trying to go for a Roche here. Liquid.
I mean, they're doing it. It's at half HP. Liquid are heading over. They do have a pretty excellent team fight around the pit, so OG's got to hurry this up if they want to get away with it. It's getting low. Boxy's going to go with the Raw onto Saxon on the side of it all. Seb forces his way out of the pit. They'll look over towards Tiger. Tiger affected by the Cold Feet. They'll kill off the Tusk as well as the Grimstrap. Both supports down. Tusk buys back. Quake for committing with the BKB. Looking for No-Tail, but Mid-1's there with the Grave. Another heal, and the mech. No-Tail's going to be able to stay alive. Only Sax are going down, so a 2-for-1 trade. Buybacks obviously coming out from both supports, so they really want to try and contest this Roche. Liquid, they're straight back into the pit. The Roshan's falling low. Is there going to be any intervention from OG? There is not. Liquid, they'll get the Roche kill, and they'll get the Aegis.
Great plays still from Liquid. They're still in a good spot. OG made great plays in the last few moments, but not able to quite sneak that one away when Liquid actually does still fight. We still see that Liquid is still a much stronger fighting force if they're all together versus OG. Just have to be careful of their positioning and how alone they are.
He's just walking in, he's found Tiger. Again, Liquid, after a great play, they sort of split up and suddenly heroes start to fall. Tiger goes down and OG, they've got the mid lane moving in. See if they want to try and push down this tier 2. Of course, it will be into Mickey and his Aegis, and also very close to BKB Monkey King. Quafer's able to find No-Tail, picks him off down bottom as No-Tail was trying to soak up some level and farm.
Liquid back to pushing everything in though. We see up top, Mickey with no hesitation did continue to push top. Same thing for Koifa was pushing bottom. Now he's almost got the BKB. He should feel a lot safer when he does have that one. Boxy gets spotted.
Seb is able to slide in. Cancel that TP with the pit. Using the raw, Boxy's going to try and bring down Saxa with him. Saxa's getting low, but mid one's around to offer the sustain. A quick pop of the heal and Saxa will be fine. Boxy still lives though for now. It's going to be back up in a second.
I think.
Boxy
Watched.
Seb to blink out. Mickey's there with the backup. Jumps in onto mid one. Seb's decided it's time to get out of it. And with a force to the side, he will. Saxa, can he get him range in time? He can. Saxa will be taken back with Seb to safety. They're still at 8k down. And as you say, with these cores, with their BKBs, do pose a huge threat for OG's lineup that do struggle to deal much damage at all through the Magic community.
They have no control for them either, and they're elusive heroes as Koifa, he has the BKB, and now they've got the Soulbind.
There, the two-man silence. Look at the two of them down. Sumail's trying to get that bug off him. He cannot do so in time. Both Sumail and Seb will fall, and now Liquid can collapse on the remainder of OG. No-Tail will also go down.
Yeah, he's had a perfect game, right? Like he's 14-0-7. He killed. He got the first. He did like everything he had to do so far in this one. Liquid have given up a couple kills here and there, but overall, they've kept their composure. Down
when they're in,
forward the roar.
Boxy just commits straight away with the roar onto mid one. Mid one's gone over towards Saxa. They turn. He's silenced. Mickey trying to dive in for this one, and with the slow from Insania, they'll get it. 2 kills behind the tier 3s. They'll resume pushing to be a little too much for OG's draft to deal with when playing behind. They're down 14k. They're going to lose this bottom melee racks. And their only real scaling core that's in an okay position is Sumail, the safe way in terms of itemization. He's going for the Lincoln Sphere. He did, I would imagine, see the ultimate orb on the Dazzle, knows that mid one is going to try and build this Hex to have some sort of lockdown before the BKBs come out. But before that Hex is going to be there, that Lincoln's will be complete. Mid lane, they'll look for the lead in onto Seb. Seb trying to keep himself alive with the Ghost Scepter. Buys him a little bit of time. Still though, Mickey's trying to close the gap. Jumps in deep over to the two of them. There's the Roar, splitting them apart. The Soulbind destroying both mid one and Saxa. Seb cannot get out in time. 3 dead on OG. Liquid are definitely free to just run down mid, take this tier 2, and almost certainly more. Sumail has been found with a Boundless Strike, does have a Remnant up. Tiger will follow through with the Sobel pretty deep, gets the punch up. Koifa's in on top of Sumail. Sumail, he throws up the Remnant up, but his mana, it's gone. Sumail is dead. He'll buy back. OG still trying to hold on, but this game 1 looking pretty grim for them as Liquid. They managed to play this in a way with cores that OG's lineup just wasn't prepared to deal with. The lane setup, the mid lane and the top, this mid Weaver and this safe lane Monkey King. Yeah, I can't remember who did it, but we definitely have seen some other teams play around with the idea of putting Weaver in the mid lane. But I mean, we're seeing how good it really can be. I mean, it just makes sense, right? You know, this hero, if you get those early levels, that solo XP, you know, Shikuchi, it hurts. You're able to do so much from an early level, and you're such a nuisance to deal with. Mickey finding a beautiful jump in into the middle of 4 members of OG. Saxa goes down. Sumail and Seb having to try their best to retreat, but Seb, he's shut in by the Igloo. There'll be a buyback from mid one. OG still desperately trying to get something going their way, but I do not see it happening as the dive comes in from Liquid, taking out No-Tail. Sumail again in trouble. The silence from Insania. The Inkswell as well. He tries to close the gap on mid one. The root will hold in place. Sumail, he gets another slider fist out, but he will fall up inside his own base, and there we have it. They'll tap out. It is enough for OG in this game 1 as Liquid. They come in with some smart strats, and it proves to be super effective. 44-18, 27k gold lead. This game, it was all Liquid. OG's going to have to come back with something totally different in game 2.
Here's a win condition to some. I say win condition. Here's a carry. There we go. I'm not. You can hear in my voice. It's God. Ooh.
We're actually seeing OG looks like they're going to be the ones to try to make the first move to a gank. No-Tail about to hit level 2. He just needs to kill that small creep right there.
See if they can do it. They're in, but the
tag team now
catch the two of them. Koifa's getting low, and with that tag team, it is enough to get the kill. Now Tiger comes in with the response, rolls in over towards No-Tail. Seb starts to back off, pops the Sal. Already looking for a chance to maybe get back involved in this engagement. It's a 1-for-1, and no follow-up catch or kill potential. So just the 1-for-1.
Seb, though, now thinks, well, it doesn't quite connect. Neither does the boulder.
They may still get him.
They've got the slow.
Yeah, he gets slowed by the stroke of fate. The Wolves are out. The Wolves, in fact, inside of the cogs, they'll get him. Quite quick there with the summon walls and make sure that Seb still goes down despite pushing back the heroes themselves with the cogs.
I feel like you have to get, you're a lane that you have to get kills because you're playing with this, like, you're a Clockwork and like a Shadow Demon. Your Clockwork, he's not going to get the most like farm in the lane, so I think you have to try to just to set up for those constantly as they will. Even though they have a double creep wave, they're looking to get aggressive on Koikfa.
Let's see what they can do here. On Koikfa, a little bit of a rougher target to get, but if you get a sharp block off like that, you'll have no trouble bringing him down. No tail. Excellent placement. Of course, whilst this all went on down bottom, Liquid were also able to make the aggressive play.
Seb has 3 range creeps. He's able to farm that one nicely. The supports are going to leave him. Give Seb all that XP. You see Saksa as well as No-Tail just like, see you later, setting up for the runes already.
Oh, bottom lane. Koikfa obviously deciding he doesn't want to have anything to do with that top lane. Moves down bottom, and as soon as he moves down here, he's going to be able to get himself involved in another kill onto mid one. Boxy and Tiger able to catch in there. Tiger finding a beautiful angle with the rolling boulder. Already this tower will be pressured. Mickey popping the Elder Dragon form. No-Tails may be looking for some sort of setup, but Tiger is here ready to respond if OG try and make a play between these two heroes. Mickey steps forward. He's able to get the Dragon Tails done in onto mid one, and poor on mid one, as soon as he's back in the game, this is 3 times in a row where Liquid have instantly been able to send him back to base.
With their lineup, getting the first 2 tier 1s can be pretty easy for them. With a DK and a Lycan, they can easily set up to split push those, and then they can look to get involved. I already saw them look very early on getting those deep wards in, so they were looking to try to at least watch him.
Seb, this time gets the hook in onto Mickey. Mickey's still got the stick charges, turns with the stun, but the follow-up stun is there from mid one onto Mickey. The Dream Core though is down to the 3 of the Mickey, still alive, gets underneath the tower. No-Tail's trying to finish him off. No-Tail pulls the stick, he still cannot kill this DK. He's tanking the tower. No-Tail will fall alongside though. Over 3 of them, everybody dying here on OG, as again they are desperately trying to get a fight going while Sumail farms.
Sumail is trying to find a place to farm now, making his way toward bottom. And they did at least get top tower, but you can see Liquid, they're already preparing for the next steps. Tiger's getting deep wards down.
And kill Mickey here. Mickey able to use the Dragon Tail to stop the snowball immediately now. It does come on after. There's the wraparound there for Koikfa. He's ready to join this fight. In they go with the Orb. Boxy's able to get the 2-man Dream Core. Both of them locked down. Saxa being focused by Koikfa as he pushes back the Shadow Demon to make sure there's no save. Already one down. Seb tries to jump in over towards Insania. Insania's got the Ink Swirl stun. Sumail with the damage from the Metamorphosis though does manage to clean up 2 kills for OG. So OG will be able to find a fight where Sumail is able to excel.
Yeah, very nicely set up. They had to bring everybody in order to be able to respond versus Liquid. Liquid were also making sure that they keep addressing and keeping that pace up, but do get punished a little bit there. Now that there's gonna be no meta for 100 seconds or so, so I imagine Liquid is gonna keep trying to set that pace.
Seb, it was trying to poke around for a little bit more. He does have the back of a mid one, but Tiger's quick with the juke. Dodges the stun. And of course the follow-up nukes from Insania and the right clicks from Koikfa take down Seb. So Koikfa hanging around the pit, but there, yeah, the OG is going to be aware of this, and Seb does have hook shots, so a little hard for Liquid necessarily to go for that objective whilst OG have their eyes. Tiger's rolling him deep. Yeah, Koikfa's going to pop the ult. They're ready to try and fight here behind and close to this tier 2. Jump in with a Blink Dagger. They'll get on top of No-Tail. The rest of OG staying safe behind the tier 2 tower, but with that quick move, Liquid will be able to pressure onto the 3rd tier 1 tower. And obviously no chance of OG being able to defend these tier 1s. This one will go down as well. 15 minutes in.
They might keep going.
They've got a little
Let's see what they consider doing. They're actually going to get the coil in the back.
I mean, the way that Liquid want to play, it doesn't matter what sort of kill, any sort of kill like that. OG, if their numbers are down, they cannot defend, right? You take away a support and suddenly the map is free for you to push in and just continue to play at this pace. Back in the river, Seb, he's found Insania, and Insania will go down. He does manage to get the Soul Bind off, but there's no follow-up. Koikfa able to kill off No-Tail yet again with Tiger and Mickey's help. I imagine that only takes into account the base damage, but as you say, with the meta, you know, with TB, most of it is base damage.
Exactly.
So it is an insane amount of damage to be buffed up by.
Dire are scanning.
And it is going to need to be, if it's going to give OG a fighting chance. Sitting on the shoulders of this TB already around the pit. Liquid able to come out and take a fight. The Saxa and No-Tail getting a little too close. Some ball-on-ball action here as Tiger follows the snowball with his own boulder. They'll get the 2 kills, and this Roche should be theirs unless Seb can make some sort of miraculous play with the hook shot. But Mickey, he's already making sure that's not going to happen. Playing around with the clockwork. Insania, Boxy, they'll join the forces to kill off Seb and make sure that he has no chance of succeeding in his dream to interrupt this Roche. As Koikfa finishes it off, Liquid continuing to hit all the timings, all the objectives they need.
Yep, and now they're actually noticing that Sumail has bought the Eagle Song, so they're gonna know this is gonna be a Terrorblade who is now just completed the butterfly. I don't know if the Wolf saw it on time, but they can assume no buyback, no gold for BKB. You can really focus fire Sumail pretty hard. Let's see what they do.
Boxy's gonna find a commitment straight away in onto mid when they jump in onto the Lesh. Lesh is able to pop the yours to start out onto the two of them. No tail into the snowball. Silence onto Sumail, but Sumail already with the meta. He's hitting hard. He's able to take down the Lycan once. The Aegis pop. Can they do it a second time? Sumail falling low. He's ready to take the HP of Kuiper, get back up to full. The shards won't catch Kuiper, so Kuiper's able to get out now. Liquid, they can collapse in onto the heroes of OG. They're in on top of Sumail, and he may have taken the Aegis away from the Lycan, but Liquid, they hit back hard. They take him out, and the rest of OG, it's a team wipe. A buyback will come out from mid one, but of course mid one, his game, which has been heavily butchered, just 0-6-1 on the left. He has nothing to offer at all on his own.
It's kind of cool because, like, you know, TBD versus like we talked about you getting a reflection of Impulse, but now how kind of maybe changes things a little bit. I still see teams picking TB versus Lycan though, so
I guess all top lane. Boxy. He's ready to bully mid one that little bit more. Jumps in with the silence. The Wolf is chasing him as poor old mid one. Also, of course, just playing the same strat that Seb, Saxtra, and No-Tail are this game. And, you know, there's some sort of logic to it, right? You know, that's the ult Quake for used outside of the base, nowhere near a push, nowhere... You know. Oh, Sumail, though. Oh, no, Sumail's taking a page out of their book, too. They can't let Sumail die. He's able to get the silence off, and Mickey's on top of them, moving in with the BKB. Seb hook shots onto the backlines. Will be able to cog in both Tiger and Senia. Tiger is out. Soulbind there connected the two double stun there from Mickey's Dragon Tail. Sumail in trouble. He's silenced. He tries to turn. Another silence stopping him from being able to sunder. He is dead and gone. Liquid just move in, slaughtering OG. Only Seb to survive, and maybe even not as Boxy. He's chasing him into the base. He is too tanky to finish off, so Boxy will let Seb live.
I've liked I talked about it mostly in like the last game because this one kind of picked up the pace really quickly, but Insania's warding and I guess like his shot calling all across this game has been phenomenal. Like the way that he's made the lane swap and collapse, because I'm assuming he's the one that's calling it, has just been spot on. And his wards too, always watching the movements.
No, mid one. He's struggling. He's struggling. It's a tough game.
Tough game.
Mid lane.
Mickey though.
He's bringing down Mickey. Mickey's getting low. Mickey will fall. Sumail is able to find a core of Liquid.
All right.
Okay. Sumail, you know, he's not done yet. He's ready to win this game, Sumail. To the pit they go. Liquid are going to try and contest it. They are without the Dragon Knight, though, for 40 seconds. There's no buyback. OG, they've been a little careful. With the Inkswell setup, that's going to catch three of them with that stun. Roll forward from Tiger. He's in on top of Sumail. Sumail, he'll turn. He's still got timing left on the meta. He's looking towards Tiger. The damage is being done. They're bringing that touch down. Sumail, he sundered himself lower. That wasn't a sunder, that was a blunder. But it doesn't matter. He's got the Satanic done, the lifesteal. It heals him back up to full nonetheless. They'll move him with the core though, Sumail. Has he got any more defensive measures to use with no Manta, no Satanic? But maybe the passive lifesteal's enough. As long as he can keep hitting the targets. Turns over towards Tiger. He's getting low. Finally gets finished off. He'll buy back. He wants to come back to this fight and join the rest of his team. Kuiper's already been able to pick up a triple kill. Multiple buybacks coming out from both sides. Tiger and Boxy buying back on Liquid.
The Satanic actually almost coming into, like he gets the Sunder, I believe, to save a teammate, and then he tries to Satanic and heal up. That was kind of cool the way he did that. Liquid now have their fighting force. DK has respawned. Mickey has Dragon Form in 20 seconds. Well, there we go. Keep sending the Wolves in, and they get these infant stuns.
Sumail, he's still full HP though. Mid one not quite the same to be said for him. He's low. Boxy tries to change to the high ground, but No-Tail's there waiting. Turns with a punch up. Boxy, he's committed deep for this. Sumail steps across. They take down Boxy. It's a dieback on the puck. Boxy gone for 90 seconds. A huge opening for OG to step back into the Roche pit and finish this Roshan off. Liquid, are they going to be able to intervene? Seb laying down cogs, trying to block off ports of entry. As Mickey commits with a BKB, the big old dragon ready to start fighting here with the Elder Dragon form back up. This fight's been on so long. He looks over towards Sumail. Sumail, he needs help. Is he going to get it? Manta's already been used. He cannot get anything off. That's a dieback from Sumail. They turn over towards Seb. Seb falls also. As OG, they put everything into that fight, but at the end of the day, it did not matter. Liquid able to still come in, clean up Mickey with the Dragon Form. He's going to run straight down mid. There's 3 dead on OG, none of them with buybacks available. Only mid one and Notel left to hold, and there's not much of a hold that these two can offer against the power of Liquid's heroes. Mickey jumping in, Dragon Tail stun onto Notel underneath the tier 4 towers. They'll kill him off. Mid one will survive. He's able to stun Mickey, but that's all he can offer. He's the only one left alive on OG. Liquid have all the space in the world to run down mid, take this tier 3, take the racks, and almost certainly more.
And you saw the strength of Mike really as he's just jumping forward here with the ink swell again. He should be able to just get mid one quite easy. He just jumps in everybody because he knows he's a DK. He has BKB.
Now we saw sort of in that last engagement, you know, sure, Samael, he is there at the top. He's got a lot of money, but it really is just, you know, that fight just emphasized how it's all him. There's nobody else on OG in this game that really has any sort of items to play with here at the 31-minute mark. It's once again looking very hard for OG to swing this one around, such as was in game 1. Liquid back to the pit. OG, they are going to, of course, head over. They know that this really is their last hurrah. Seb, he's going to miss the hook shot, though. It whiffs the pit. He won't be able to get himself in. Roshan is already down. They'll get themselves the Aegis and the cheese. Liquid, they're trying to move in on this Samael. He does have Metamorphosis available, but fighting into the Aegis and cheese outside of the base. We'll see how much time Liquid does give them. As Liquid is, you know, they haven't rushed to try and push and end the game with this Aegis and cheese. They're certainly, you know, sort of making sure that just all 3 lanes are in a good position before they just desperately barrel down.
They're trying to get Insania the Ags. Like, they've been giving him all the farm. He's very close to it.
Oh, Soulbind's out. On to both Seb and Mid-One. Rolling from Tiger. These two of OG will not be getting home safely. As Mid-One's out, Seb will shortly follow.
And that's Insania's Ags now finished.
All right. So, as you say, no, Insania obviously being the shot caller, you think as the support, you got your Ags. They do have the repair kit as well. Not quite what it was back in the day, but it is something. And Samael, indeed, as the true warrior he is, queuing up that rapier after the BKB.
The portrait. Look at the dark portrait.
Always terrifying. No tail.
They can't do anything.
He's dying to
no, that's slowly.
Okay, but look at it. It's Zaxa.
Zaxa?
Watch out. Oh my goodness, he's dead.
You have to remember, it's the spell immune dark portrait.
Again, honestly, I'm seeing this every sort of second that OG is given. You know, Samael, he's in the zone right now. He's just focusing on getting this rapier. If he gets it, you know, that's 0%. I don't know how 0 is looking anymore. Maybe it's a 0.5%.
There's just so much. I mean, he still has a ways for it. He at least has a BKB to play around some of the disables now, but here we go.
Oh no, this ain't the plan for Samael. He's been caught out. The snowball buys him some time. They turn over towards Mickey. The double dagon bringing Samael low. Samael pots the BKB and the Metamorphosis. He wants to commit for this fight. They've already lost their Shadow Demon and Mid-One Slash. Quaifa tries to take a bit of a poke onto Notel, but he is scared of the TB. Quaifa keeping his distance. They turn back in. Mickey committing, finding the stun. Samael in trouble. Samael will fall. He's dead without buyback. Triple kill for Quaifa. Boxy finishing the game there almost certainly with that Dagon blast to the face of Mid-One. GG is called and the 0% is confirmed. 54-12, 33k lead to Liquid. It's another great win from them. These lads, they've stepped it up yesterday and today. You know, taking down a team such as Secret, taking down a team such as OG. They're on a bit of a high right now, and